One of the easiest actions you can take to protect your healthy longevity is also one of the hardest, and it's sleep. Quality sleep. I mean, do you agree? This is one of the hardest things I've ever learned how to do and had to learn to prioritize. Hi, I'm Janet, and I want to tell you about what I have learned about sleep and give you some strategies to see if maybe it will help you too. We know that exercise and nutrition are key to a long, healthy life. But what if I told you that without quality sleep, your body and brain can't function at their best? And frankly, quality of life includes the brain. So no matter how well you eat or how well you train, there's not going to be any getting around it. Today, we're talking about why sleep and healthy longevity are interlinked without argument, and how to optimize it for a sharper mind, stronger body, and longer, healthier life. So first of all, sleep is your body's main repair and recovery mode. So while you sleep, your brain sweeps away all of the toxins that build up during the day, reducing your risk of Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. Your muscles also recover and rebuild, and there's toxins that are produced in that process, especially if you're working out. Your heart and your metabolism get a break, and poor sleep is linked to high blood pressure, weight gain, and even diabetes. Frighteningly, poor sleep accelerates aging, and chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to memory problems and brain fog, weakened immune function, and increased risk of heart disease, obesity, and even a shorter lifespan. Research actually shows that most people who consistently get less than 6 hours of sleep per night are at much higher risk for chronic disease. So if you're serious about aging strong, your sleep needs to be your top priority. I'm going to give you 5 practical tips that I found helped me a lot. And these are the ones that I want to talk about because they are the first things that you can kind of attack if sleep quality or length is an issue for you. So first of all, the body needs a consistent schedule. Just like a baby, when it's nap time, it thrives when it gets that regular sleep. Not much changes when you get older in that regard. So having a regular routine helps your body be in a rhythm so that if you go to bed at the same time and get up at the same time, it's just less of a battle. So even on the weekends, if you really sleep in a long time, it's going to throw your circadian rhythm off. It's a little bit like being jet lagged. So what I try to do personally is on the weekend, maybe I could stay up 1 hour late and get up 1 hour late. That's not such a big deal because then when Monday morning rolls around, it's not too hard to make that adjustment. Once in a great while, for a special party, New Year's Eve, something where you stay up late, then it's going to throw everything off a little bit. But I keep those intervals to a minimum. The second thing you can do is to create a sleep-friendly environment. So you want to keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Think of a cave. So your sleep happens best when your room is around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees centigrade. Remove all blue lights. And by that I mean phone screens, TVs, tablets, at least 60 minutes before bed. Blue light tricks your brain into thinking that it's daytime. It's very confusing. And so you'll find that if you are watching TV or scrolling right before bed, whatever you just read might be really stimulating and it's keeping you awake, or it could just be the blue light that stimulates the brain. What I found helps a lot is to have a book or do some other activity that doesn't involve a screen. And that takes some adjusting. We're a pretty addictive society when it comes to our screens. I will confess that I do break one of these rules. I keep my phone by my bedside because that's where I plug it in, but I turn the sound off. I turn on the do not disturb, and then I darken the screen so that the only thing my phone does for the next 7 hours is keep track of time and wake me up at 4 a.m. And that's all I need it for. The third strategy is to optimize your evening routine. And this gets back to this idea of, well, what do I do when I put my screen down? I'm going to be bored. One of the things I started doing was journaling. But if I don't feel like journaling, I read a real book with pages. I know lots of you probably like to read on your tablet, and it's just easy, compact, and handy, but it's still using the light. You can get blue light canceling glasses that you can wear, or a mode that you can switch to on your screen. But I recommend that the best practice is to read a real book, turning the pages, and there's something hypnotic about your eyes physically moving back and forth over the page that makes me so sleepy. So I've gotten into reading, journaling, or just doing like some light stretching on the floor, like some yoga stretches, things that involve deep breathing and lengthening the muscles and slow movement. It's very good. The fourth big category for how to change your sleep experience is to get morning sunlight. Now, passively, this may be happening depending on when you get up, when you go to work, but exposing yourself to natural light in the morning reinforces your internal circadian clock, making it easier to fall asleep at the right time at night. It's all very chemical. So just 10 or 15 minutes outside in the morning, look near the sun, let the sunlight hit your eyes. Of course, you don't want to look at the sun, but let the sunlight hit your eyes. And that is a very strong signal to your brain. It's daytime, it's go time, so that a nice little 10 hours, 12 hours later, you're ready to go to bed. The fifth strategy that you can use to optimize your sleep is to track it and adjust. If you struggle with sleeping, track it. I mean, you're unconscious after all, so you don't know what's going on. You just know that when you wake up, you're all foggy headed and don't feel like you got a good sleep. So you got to figure out what's wrong. Become a scientist. Treat yourself like a science experiment. You can get devices like the Oura Ring or Whoop bands or sleep apps that can help you identify your patterns. You go to sleep hard, you're awake in the middle of the night, and then it takes you a couple of hours to go back to sleep. Or maybe you sleep hard but wake up at 3 a.m. before the alarm, and you really could have used that extra hour or two. What's going on? So you can find out a lot better that way. So drop in the comments below and let's talk about it. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on aging strong. See you next time.